So we have finally arrived at the last episode of Girls' Last Tour. I have to say, man, Studio White Fox, you have done an excellent job at the pacing of the story. I was a bit skeptical at first with the other shows they have done, like Agami Got Killed and The Grim Guire Zero. I was very skeptical, like, oh man, they're gonna screw this over. But no, they did an excellent job with this story. As me being a fellow manga fan, and even though the manga continues, I believe this is the only story we're going to get with them. And Studio White Fox is not really known for doing sequels that much. If they do, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, we got a buttload of information about the past, because Chi was determined to find out the past, especially after seeing what Cut, and speaking of Cut's name, some people say it's probably Neko or something, but for some reason the official subs keep saying Cut for some reason. And I don't remember the name back then in the day. It was called Cut as well. I have to reread the manga anyway for that. But yes, my goodness, dude. So much information. After going deep inside the ship, they have found out that the camera that they have is connected to the ship. It can somehow, it's like a wireless USB for it. And there's all these folders everywhere. And when they released the folders, it showed everything. It showed the past and the present. And it's just how, while it's showing all the good memories that humans have gone through, it's also hidden the dark secrets that mankind has done to make their own demise. Yeah, it would start off as a simple war, then it turned into a struggle, then it went to a big out, plain out annihilation. Like, my goodness, that was crazy. Because you were watching it, and I was viewing it, and I had to keep going back, because it was going a little too fast. So I had to keep clicking it back to see what was really going on. But it seems that there's a big, of course, disagreement. And of course, in Japan, they were trying to have an outbreak, a fallout. And they were trying to fight against each other. So it started as a simple riot. Then it turned to a war. Then it turned to a plain-out, one-sided massacre of domination. So the thing about this is that it didn't really show where Cut came from, really. And it just showed that there are these giant robots and all over the place. It did show that the humans did create the robots. Humans created the robots. And these robots, however, were specially made for something. And it involved Cut and his species. And whatever happened after that caused total annihilation of mankind. And now it's been confirmed there are no humans left. Ever. And that goes on to the next segment of the story. Next segment of the story was about Cut. Yes, the little cute little white thing, I think it's just so adorable. Chi's suspicions grow further and further as she sees, as Cut is also in the video, seeing how this weird, strange creature is also in it. Turns out Cut, in some ways, the humans saw Cut as God. Its species, anyways. They saw the God, they worshipped it, and they even used it to apply their technology. So no one else can probably not access it, that's not them. After that, it also showed that some also saw Cut in this kind of as a danger. So there's probably some conflict that happened for that as well. So yes, mankind's malfunctioning completely changed. That explains the structure of the world they live in right now. It explains why there's like these giant trenches, metal man-made trenches that are digging between the earth. Everything's pretty much artificially made. There are no trees or probably any good soil or anything like that. It's gone. Mankind has diverted itself to the industrial age of war. And that's pretty much what happened. So now, finally getting on to Cuts, we got to see where he actually came from. Well, a glimpse of it anyways. There were other species just like him. We first thought that it was dangerous because the giant one looks just like him, came out of nowhere and just gobbled up you. But it turns out it doesn't eat man. It cannot eat humans. It actually only eats certain type of things of high stances of energy in a way. And that explains why Cut kept eating bullets. So like the older the technology was, the more energy it gave them. And once when they ate their fill by eating all the weapons in the area, apparently the Earth will end. The question is the Earth will end as in with pretty much all the humans are gone. So what do they mean by Earth will end? Well, it just mean by it will just slowly function, because after all, as we can see, the Earth was pretty much mostly artificial now, what humankind has done to it. So more likely Earth will shut down. all power supplies and all sources will go blank. Pretty much the world will go completely dark than it already was in Chi's world. So that means they don't have no power soon. So why, when those aliens, where they are, those creatures, get done what they need to get done, the Earth is gonna die, pretty much. And then they'll go into sleep, and who knows what will happen after that. Maybe a great reincarnation, or new creatures will arrive. We don't know. All we know is that these girls are put in a very terrible situation right now. They have to face not just a post-apocalyptic world, but a world that's slowly shutting down. So that's kind of a dark feeling to it. So at the end of it though, Chi was okay. She didn't care what would happen to the world. All she cared about was that she could spend the rest of her days with you, her best friend. So anyway, to her this is a happy ending. She gets to continue what she wants to do, traveling around with you, and that's all it is she can ask for. So what I think about this whole entire show as a whole, it was great. It did have its slow moments. Other than that, it did make up for it the next couple of scenes later. I'm not complaining. The animation was just right for the way the story was. It wasn't all that. It didn't suck. It wasn't all that. It was okay. The music was good. I really did enjoy the music. It really did fit in the tone every time something happens. Like when the mood changes, it changed along with it in the right direction. So yes, Girls Last Tour was excellent. Props to Studio Madhouse. Studio White Fox. Why I said Madhouse? Damn. Anyways, yes, Girls Last Tour was amazing. I loved it. It was good. It was actually exceeding my expectations. I thought that they were going to do a bad job at adapting this, but they did an excellent job. I'm very proud of White House what they did. And a lot of people keep asking, will there be a season 2? There won't be a season 2, unfortunately. I know so far as I know as translations go, this is pretty much where the manga ends so far when it comes to English translations. I haven't been able to find any raws about this, believe it or not. I can find no raws. But other than that, yes, Girls Last Tour is definitely going to be my list of my most favorite anime to come out of 2017. It was great. It was fantastic. I love it. And I love how engaging it was as well. So yeah, but how do you guys think about Girls Last Tour? I know some of you did say you didn't like you as you have to go on for how she was and how she would respond to certain things. And I can see why. She's kind of clearly oblivious to certain things. So who knows? She might have a mental state problem or something. Who knows? But yeah, I love the show and I'm going to miss it. Luckily, I'll probably buy a DVD of it or something, a Blu-ray of it. Not a DVD, Blu-ray, man. Buy a Blu-ray and enjoy it like that with my friends. Well, anyways, that's all I got for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'd be much obliged. This is Madcrownxox.